So this video is all about our Inspire the Future program. If you are looking for an engaging process for a group of leaders for something like an offsite, our Inspire the Future program may be right for you. We originally designed it for Disney, and it was used by the Canadian Olympic Committee for multiple times over multiple years to create 14 gold medals at the 2010 Winter Olympic Games. We have many clients who've used it over and over every year or every quarter. The way the process works is it's participant focused. So every participant has a Sharpie, and the processes that are done in the room take us through what are all the challenges we're facing now, basically previously, what are those roadblocks, what are the past. Then we take a look in the present and we go, what are the priorities inside the present? What do we want to create in the future? And then what are the actions that help us get there? At each wall, the participants focus in on specific questions. Everybody contributes. The best ideas are connected together and identified, and then we use dots to, we call it dotmocracy. Everybody has the same number of dots, and we go around the room. We identify the most critical challenges or opportunities, and then we take index cards. We actually build out the plan to build an implementation plan month by month, quarter by quarter to achieve the specific outcomes. So once the calendar wall is up, you can see every month when things are too busy, we add in other distractions or other projects that are being implemented so everyone can see the big picture. Out of this experience, often we pair it with share the big picture, which is where we take the core vision and outcome, that big picture, then we look at the strategic components that have to be true for the big picture to be achieved. Then we create the supportive pieces that support those strategic elements, and then we connect teams and departments to those. So literally every leader leaves with the same song sheet explaining how every individual on their team contributes up to the big picture. The entire process is custom designed. While most of it exists in terms of a number of different kinds of activities and processes that produce the results, we put them together. So think a little bit like IKEA or Lego. Everything exists inside our 30 years of best practices, and then we select the right pieces and put them together inside what's called a blueprint. The blueprint maps out the way we'll go. Live in the session, we sometimes go a slightly different way to get to the same outcomes, because sometimes going a little bit off the path gets you a lot more value. And clients use it for immersive, participant-centered strategic offsites. Incredibly powerful. Pairs really nicely after a Learn to Save the Titanic or a Naturally program where the leaders in Save the Titanic are really opened up to what's possible and that we can actually do the impossible, and during Naturally, where they understand each other's strengths and weaknesses a lot better so the team can move forward in more alignment and much more quickly. The whole focus is really on achieving results and focusing on how we defeat the reasons so we can get to the result.